All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host Dre Day FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. Hope everyone had a great weekend. So let's get on to this live. So as we always do at the start of our live here, we're going to be looking at the news calendar and see exactly what's going on here in the markets and the world in general. So as you all know, we're still in the government shutdown. So most of the US data is delayed, pretty, pretty delayed. So since the start of October, we didn't have most of the data here of um, NFP and all that stuff. So it's delayed tremendously. But earlier this morning, we had some Australian dollar news and German also. Even though it's like not a red folder, it's still really important here if you're trading euro. Let's say euro 50, if you're trading the indices and you're focusing on German 40, for example. Make sure to look at the euro news because most of the German news are in the euro folders. All right. So and other than that, now nothing in regards to the US. And if we're going to look at the German IFO business climate, it was at 88.4, and we're expecting 88.1. We're at 87.7 last month. So if it's greater, it should be good for the market. Yeah, exactly. So that was a positive news. So we're going to look at the German chart here in a few seconds. But like I said, we're still in the government shutdown. So I think we're going to have, they're going to be a vote here on Wednesday to see exactly if it's going to go back on. So we'll wait and see off of that. Next, we're going to look at TV Alert app. So this is an application that I created here to provide with details here of institutional liquidity. So it's pretty much an actual an indicator here that I'm connected here from TradingView to this application. They'll provide you with buy and sell signals here in regards to the liquidity here in the market. So at the top, you have some a news ticker here for Bloomberg. So if you want to have some more details here of the financial markets here, especially on a great news website here that is Bloomberg, you have access to most of the articles here, the latest articles here at the top. So you could click on it and maybe wait for your next trade here or if you're anything else. Then you have access to the alerts here for the day. So we had 4 today, and you have the ticker here for the latest alerts. So we had a sell on German, and then we had a buy on German, and then we had a sell on UK100, and we had a sell on gold. Right. So basically, you have the same details here on the actual list here of alerts. So in the list, you're gonna have the date, the time, the actual price of entry, and the actual symbol here. So you could wait for setup here, even though you're getting a sell or buy. You don't need to get in on that trade right away. Maybe there will be a pullback or anything like that. So make sure to look at the setup here on your chart to see exactly if it makes sense to take a trade or not. Then at the bottom here, you have the TV economic calendar. So basically, this is the news calendar here that you have on Forex Factory, but it's coded here off of TradingView. So it's giving you exactly the latest list here of news, high impact news. And as you could see, on the 29th, we have the tax rate here. So Wednesday, we have the interest rate that should be out here for the US. So we should have maybe 1/4% of interest rate cut, and I heard that it may be up to half of a point. So that's going to be interesting here. So basically, as of until Wednesday, we don't have any high impact news. So that's perfect on that front. Next, we're going to be looking at trading view indicators. All right. So first indicator here is that you're seeing here is the Nova. So this is a trend indicator. So I'm showing you off of the US30. So this is a trend indicator here that provide you with a trend in the market. Pretty simple to understand. So if you see buy, it's a bullish trend. If you see sell, it's a bearish trend. So right now we're currently on the bearish trend off of the 15-minute chart. Then you have FVG edge, so the fair value gap edge, provide you with a fair value gap here in the market. So right now we have a bearish fair value gap here. We do have a gap here off of the price. So I'm expecting to go short here eventually here, so we could fill out that gap. So that will be interesting here to look at. Then you have the high-low level. So this is a support and resistance level indicator that provide you with the levels here that price is bouncing off of, and you can also use that as some stop loss and take profit zones and some indication of where the price could go. So based off of this price action, the next level that we have here, the nearest one is this one. So, and we're in big expansion here off of that price. So we should be tracing to the downside here eventually. So that's why I'm telling you guys that we may be looking for shorts here during the week. So that's perfect. Then you have MTA. So this is a multi-time frame analysis. Provide you with previous days high, low, and medium price. And basically, since we're looking at we're on Monday, I'm looking at Friday's price action, the high, the low, and the medium price. So we're pretty much above the previous Friday's high, well above. So now we started above here, so we should be looking to go short here eventually here. So we could go towards that medium price and then that lowest price. So that'll be good. Then we have POC and VWAP, so point of control and volume weighted average price. So that provide you with the point of control and the volume weighted average price from the previous day. So this is Friday's point of control. That's the line here. And the VWAP, previous day VWAP is right here. And also you have an actual dashboard here that will provide you with the actual trend, the market bias here, and if we're above or below the current VWAP and the previous day's VWAP. So right now we're below a VWAP for the current day, but we're above previous day VWAP on all of the front. So so like I said, we're expecting to fill up that gap. So right now we have a big gap here at top, so we should be filling up that gap here eventually. And then lastly, we have EMXAI with Nova. Hopefully it's gonna open up. So it's gonna refresh the page. So it's still loading here. There we go. So this is EMXAI with the VWAP with the Nova. Sorry. So basically, it's the average directional index. So there's an actual pattern that I'm looking for to get in. Right now, it's giving you a buy here. And the stop loss and take profit, those are only for indicational purposes only. So you can always look at where to put your stop loss here based off of the price action. But as you could see, you had a buy signal here, and as you could see, the price went higher and higher here since then. So the next signal here that we should be looking at will be a sell signal here on Russell. And yeah, so that'll be good on that. So that's pretty much it. So we're going to be waiting for market to open in about 2 minutes. So we're going to have point of control and the Nova as indication, and we're going to be looking at US30. So on our session, we're going to receive alerts here for US30, NASDAQ, S&P 500, Russell, gold, and German 40. All right, so that will be the signals here for the live. And that will be the signals here that we'll be receiving. So that's perfect. So let's just gonna prepare myself here on that. All right. And on our session here, starting this week, we're not going to have any London session. It will be only New York session. So and our session will be a little bit longer here than usual. All right, so right now we have a push to the upside. Didn't switch bullish yet. So we have manipulation here that's being processed here right now. Like I said, I'm looking at the US30 for a sell. Or maybe starting to go higher, doing a higher low, but we'll see how it goes. So no signals yet. So looking at the price action, it seems to be, if we look at the swing high, swing low.
Sell US30 at price 47,465.1 on 15 minutes time frame at time 9 hours 32 minutes and 12 seconds. Right. Sell US30 at price 47,465.1 on 15 minutes time frame at time 9 hours 32 minutes and 12 seconds.
Up to 2,000 to sell. So Russell is a sell, US30 is a sell. We're good on that. Oops. Just gonna remove that. So the reason why I saw the sell here, if we look at, if we put your fib at a swing high to a swing low, all right, we saw that the signal came in. If we look at the price action here, we went towards 61.8, pretty much. So price should be going to the downside right now. So looking to go short here. We're playing with people right now, but so the highest point was right here. So US30 Russell is a sell currently. So I'm going to wait it out. All right, so like I said here, we're going down right now. So we do have the point of control right here. So the point of control is, let's look at the price. I'm gonna put a horizontal line here. So that's pretty much at 47.26, 9.3. right?
Leon Popsevic sent a message.
Hey, Leon, I hope you have a great day. Yeah, so so the market just opened like 10 minutes ago. So depending exactly on the time that you're at right now. I know Croatia and the European Union already changed their time here, but us it's a week after, so it's always delayed for some reason. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. So it's already open for us. So like I said at the beginning of this live, that we're looking for US30 for a sell. We're looking for selling off. The reason why is that we had a big gap here when market opened here at the Asian session. So it may start to go lower. And this is basically the line here for the point of control. So we may expect to reach that point of control here. And also we will, like I said here, live on New York Live will be a little bit longer because starting this week, there will be no London session, unfortunately, because most of the trades that if I backtest for the last couple of months, I saw that there will be better opportunities here at the New York session than at London, especially for the way that I trade, because I'm trading also my own account. So I will be focusing on New York session here on most of the accounts here. So US30, Russell is a sell. I think even no, we didn't have any NASDAQ trades yet. So let's see here. Yeah, we had NASDAQ for sell, I think. RTY. So US30. Yeah, so we had the US30 and Russell. This is what we have here so far. So basically, you had a US30 at 932 and another one at 930. Yeah, 932 again. Wasn't the same. 932. Yeah, so at 930 we had a sell signal here, and at 932 also Russell. So those are the two that we have here so far. So it's looking good here to the downside. Yeah, exactly. So it's 1 hour earlier for you, I think. Yeah. But yeah. right, so US30, that's good. Let's close this, close this. All right. All right, so look at so TP no SL. All right. I'm gonna look at this one here. Should be good with the SLTP. All right. Let's see here. Open this here, close this. All right. All right, so we should be going short for a long time. Let's look at the 1 hour, 1 hour chart. I'm seeing that mostly when you get the alert, should be going short here. On the 1 hour, point of control was right here. Be going short here. All right. So nothing. So we have US30, Russell for now. No Nasdaq, no S&P 500. Let's look at the Nasdaq and see exactly what's going on here on that front. Yeah, it's still on the upside, but let me start to switch. We do have a big fair value gap here at the bottom. We had a big extension here to the upside, so we may have an exhaustion here on Nasdaq to the upside. So we start to go short here. Same thing for Russell for S&P 500. So later on, we should be going short here on those two. But for now, Russell is short. Just started the short bias here after that bull run that they got here at the market open. And like I said, we have a big gap here on the market here. So we may be looking at the point of control here for a zone of interest. That's good. Technically, Young, you weren't here last couple of days last week. Hope everything was okay with you. Didn't have time to check up on you and see exactly what's up. So let me know if everything's okay on that front. Okay, kind of US30 trading. Okay, development. Alright. US trading. US30. All right, so let's minimize that. So 955. So that big retracement that we got here was one of my indication that we're going lower. So we still have some real estate here to go down. That was the highest point here. And we still have less than 5 minutes here before that candle close. What's it gonna close now? All right, so 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. So less than a minute before the top of the hour. All right, so still up. Let's look at the Russell. Yeah, Russell is still bearish right now, even though it went straight down like this. It seems to be going lower, but that was a big whipsaw here to the downside. Close. All right. No, still going down. All right. Let me know if you're taking a trade or you're just looking at the market. Drinking tea. All right, so let's look at the damage here. Only got 138. Side most of us. Essa aí que eu só faço, professor. All right. Let's close here. Let's check. Now I just reverse, went still back up. That's 1,000 on that account, so that's less than 0.5%. Right. Now we're going up here. So they're done taking liquidity at the bottom. Going up, let me close a few things here to make sure that going above that wick. So we just switched for a bullish settlement. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing a higher low before making their move. So it went to that fair value gap, that gap here, market, the open gap, and filled it up. And now it's still pushing here to the upside. So they went to take out that liquidity at the top. Let's see. US30. Top is here. And the gap was here. What, 50%, a little bit more than 50% of that gap. All right, so it's hesitating here. It's bullish, bearish. So even though it's you have a wick like this, even though you see a buy, it needs to be confirmed at the close of that candle. So if at the close that candle, it's still under that line, it's still a bearish move. So will be considered as a fake out at that point. So it went back to that level and started to reject. But yeah, so let's look. I'm just gonna look at gold here. We did have a gold signal, and I think it was a sell originally, and that was gold sell. It was at 456. 456. Four, four. Oh, okay, because 456. Okay. 456 was like right here. So 456. That was on this candle right here. So we had the sell signal here on gold. And if you have taken that trade, you would be in profit currently. We also had a German that was at 4 my time, I think. 410. Yep. So that was a sell also. 410. Yeah, so 2000 for sell also. So got another sell signal. 410. So that was here. So during we had a sell here at that price at 410 my time. So that will be at the London Open, because like I said, the London on our end right now is at 4 o'clock instead of 3. Only for this week. And next week it's going to be back at the same time. So I may need to change the time here eventually off of that. Let's look at US30 right now. All right, so still bearish here. So yeah, a lot of manipulation here. So so now this is the new low. So let's look at the fib retracement off of that new low. Because at the time when we did our swing high, swing low, price action didn't provide us with all of the details here off of that. So going to, all right. So this is actually 78.6 retracement. Means that they went this another time here at the top. I'm gonna do another sell here. So it's still looking short right now, but we also had a Russell sell again. So we went back up, retest, and now it's doing its thing here. So it should have the same thing for US30 here. So we should be going lower here until the end of the day. So we'll leave it marinate. Took another position here on my futures account. So that was pure manipulation. So if we look at the 1 hour chart, as you could see, we went take out liquidity here at the top. There was a lot of liquidity here at the top here. So we went back to the upside. Now we should be melting down here melting down here. So my stop loss is at the top of that wick, and my TP will be going lower and lower. So I'll stay on that trade here until the end of the New York session. this will be excellent. All right. Let's keep see exactly how it's gonna react here off of that big fake out that it digged. But like I said, should be going lower here. So we had a lot of choppiness here this morning, but eventually it should be going lower here overall. So I'll be back here in a few minutes here, guys. All right, I'll be back. So we'll be here until maybe 10:45, 10:45, 11. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat as always, guys. Okay, so I'll be back in a few seconds. All right, I'm back. So let's see where we're at. So it seems to be pushing to the downside right now. Let's see here. 617. Just gonna remove myself from the drawdown. All right, so now it seems to be going lower right now. So let's look at it right now. So this move here, right here, is confirming me that they're done taking some liquidity here at the top. So gradually, it's gonna go down, and levels of interest will be. This is the point of control. I'm just gonna remove this. This is basically the gap, the top of the start of the gap, and this is the point of control, that actual line. So I'm just going to remove those two, so you can see exactly point of control. So point of control is right here, and we have previous day VWAP, previous day point of control, and this is the Friday's point of control. So should be going lower here. We have less than a minute before next candle. So maybe within the next 3 to 4 hours here, price should be melting down here and starting to take those lows here at the bottom, because they wick twice at the top and twice at the bottom. So, but this wick was higher than this one, and this one was pretty much higher, lower than this one. So good indication here that that should be going lower. And also with the fib retracement that we did, it's looking as if, and it went straight to that 78.6 right here. So this is 78.6. We had 50%, and that's why I was more confident here of re-entering here for a sell. So we're just gonna let it breathe a little bit. Should go to the downside, H1. And on the H1 is bullish, but it on the lower time frame is bearish. So also you also need to look at the lower time frame to see exactly what the low time frame always give you exactly the actual trend in the market before the higher time frame gives you the actual confirmation here. So because of that wick here, now we're looking at the 1 hour. It's still breaking to the downside right now, so it's pushing real hard right now. So this 1 hour is basically it's like a pivot point, a pivot. I call that like a pin bar, because you have a small body, but you have a big wick to the top and the bottom. So this is basically a pivot point in the market. All right, so we're going down now. It's pivoting here to see exactly, are we in this basically an indecision candle, and then the next candle should provide you with a liquidity sweep to the top or the bottom before going to the continuation here to the downside or the upside. So because of that big wick that we had, that was my indication here that we were going lower. Also with that fib retracement off of that swing low to swing high, more confident here of going lower. So that's why the sell was taken here. So let's go back here on the 15. Exactly my entries. 47.28. 47.28. This is 47.28, but it's 47.45 here. What's the other name? All right, so with that reaction here, they took out liquidity at the top, so 50%. So you can also put, I'm just going to remove that drawing here. You can also look to see exactly what is 50% of that candle. So you could put a fib only off of that candle. So that'll be right here to right here. And as you can see, this is 50% of that candle. Pretty much. So they entered that candle, went to that 50%. Oh, still bearish here. H1. All right, so 1 hour is good. 15, looking good. So let's see. One 38. All right. So we still have what, 6 minutes? Yeah, almost 6 minutes here before the next candle. But it seems to be breaking down to the downside right now. So yeah, so now it's pushing to the downside right now. So we have more sellers here at where we're at. So yeah, so we're currently breaking down to the downside right now. That's perfect. That's what we want to see. All right. So we should be going here within the next 15 minutes here. We should be breaking to the downside and have a continuation here to the downside here. Doesn't look to go up. And one of the reasons that I'm seeing that it's going down is because of the way that the cloud is placed here. It's pretty much flat. So when it's flat like that, pretty much a continuation here for that direction. So you could see when it went flat here, pretty much a consolidation here, but we need to see like a breakdown to the downside here overall. So when this cloud is starting to break down, that means that you have more momentum here to the downside. So right now we didn't have a big momentum other than this one right here. Then we had a flat. So this is considered as the start of the trend here to the downside. So still looking to have a push to the downside here with the cloud, and that'll give us some more momentum here to continue going bearish. All right, so we still have 4 minutes left before that candle close, less than 4 minutes. All right. All right, so it's pushing now. All right, so now we got push here. All right, so that's perfect. So we'll see how everything goes here later on. We'll reconvene here tomorrow and see exactly how it goes. So thank you so much here to being on this live. We'll be back here tomorrow here, London session, New York session. So like I said, no London session here, New York session tomorrow at 9:15. We're gonna be here until around 11, pretty much. So 9:15 until 11 Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, the time didn't change here in the States and in Canada specifically. So I know Europe, your time already changed, but for us, we're still in that standard time here. So next Sunday, our time will align with your time. So so make sure that you note that here in your things here. All right. So I wish you a wonderful rest of your day here, guys. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Have a great one. Peace.